Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm gonna show you how you can detect certain block patterns in Minecraft using command blocks. So over here we've got two patterns which are definitely the same, and as you can see we've got some redstone lamps over there which show that they are correct, and these two are not the same, so these redstone lamps aren't lit. And to show you that it works, let's just break one of these. There we go, these two aren't the same anymore, so the lights turn off, and we can do that over here as well. Lights turn off if I break any of these blocks, or if I replace any of these blocks with different blocks, and it won't work. The command of course will be in the description. It's the execute command, and it's if blocks, and the first two coordinates over here is the coordinates from here, this corner to this corner of this pattern, and then the third coordinate is this coordinate over here, and you want to make sure that you have the corner where if you face that way towards your build, it's towards the positive X direction, and if you face that way, it's towards the positive Z direction. So you got this corner over here of your second build. And that's the command. You have to add all or mask at the end. Then it will work. If you put this on repeat, unconditional and always active, and add a comparator, it will always work, and yeah, immediately update if you break anything. So what can you do with this command? Well, of course, it's very handy for map making. So I made a little, well, map over here. Short version, right? So I have this room over here, and I think it's fairly obvious what has to happen here. So we've got this building plate over here, and what we have to build. What's that? Maybe that's my channel logo. Maybe you should subscribe to my channel. Okay. Let's just see. Okay, I should patch up that hole, but that doesn't really matter because this is just a proof of concept. We have a chest over here with some items in it to build the picture, and a pickaxe to remove blocks if we had done something wrong. So over here we can just build this like so. And now we've got everything down. I think it's correct, so we can check with this button over here. Let's see. Congrats! We did it! And we died. So yeah, that's if we did it. And now let's go back in there, go over to creative, and see what happens if we get it wrong. So it worked. I compared this image to the image out there, and you can see the comparators on, which makes it all work. I'll explain that in a second. But let's just see what happens if I was wrong. So let's just remove some of these. Go to adventure. Yeah, so we have this. Let's check. Ooh, it's wrong. Okay. But we have 3 chances to, well, improve it. Maybe check it out. Okay, this was wrong. Let's try again. Oh, sadly, wrong again. We have one more try. Here we go. Please be right. Nope, it's wrong. And everything disappears. And we get a new chest with all the items. And it also does another thing. So if you get it wrong 3 times, and we just throw some items on the ground here. Wrong, wrong, wrong again. The items go away, and my entire inventory is empty. All the blocks go away, and we got a new chest of blocks. So there we go. That's the game you can make with this command. And I'll just show you the redstone. It's not that difficult. It seems very difficult, but it really isn't. I'll just explain everything for you. So if you press the button, this redstone line turns on, and this repeater would turn on, but if the comparator is powering this repeater, it will lock the repeater in the off state, so no redstone signal can go through the repeater. This means that this redstone will be on if you have it right, and this will be off, so then this redstone will be off because the torch will turn off, and that will mean that you get the congrats message and stuff like that. So that's the green part. It means that you have the picture correct. But if this is not on, then the signal will go through the repeater, and it will say you are wrong. It won't power this. One signal will go into this dropper, sending out one of the dirt into this hopper, which is locked by the torch over here. And if you get it wrong 2 more times, 3 of the dirt will go in here, which means that this dropper is empty. So these 2 comparators will unpower, and the first comparator just resets this counter, which is the wrong counter as I called it, because it sends a signal over here, which turns off the torch, and it will make the 3 dirt go back into the dropper. It also empowers this comparator, as I said, and it will remove the thrown items, and it will also reset the area, so it will fill the area with air, and it will clear all the items in your inventory. And it will clone this chest over there, so you get all the items back. Then we have to remove the button over here, because if you press it 3 times and spam it after that, it would cause a lot of trouble with the wrong counter. So I have to remove the button after the 3rd press. As you can see, it's gone, and that's done by these two. First of all, the button is removed over here, and once the redstone torch is back on, after all the dirt is gone back into the dropper, this will power and it will set the stone button back. And here's the command for getting the pickaxe that can break all the different types of blocks. So I think that was all of this. Yes, this is of course once again the execute command, which executes if this is the same as the picture inside. Now I want to show you the redstone over here. We can do that by hitting this button. It's wrong at the moment, so this won't power, but this will. And now 1 dirt is in here. Push it again. Another dirt will go into the hopper, and now a lot more stuff will happen if we press again. As you can see, all of these were powered and all the dirt is back in here and everything is reset. Now let's see what happens when it is correct. Okay, there we go, the picture is back in, and let's see what happens now. The repeater is locked by the comparator, so what should happen now is this should unpower and that should power. There we go, I got teleported because I just have a teleport command over here to teleport you to the next room where you have another one of these. That's the map you can make and that's the command. I hope you enjoyed this and I hope to see you in my next video. So until then, bye bye!